They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. Fielded in the end zone. It's West. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Off play action on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle and make a play on the ball.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Longo. The throw to the outside is complete. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Well, this quarterback's athleticism, I think, makes it a little bit easier for you as a head coach when you decide to go for it on 4th down, because if it's not there to throw the ball, his athleticism can just take over. He can go get it himself and keep the drive alive. Really nice job that time by the QB.
The Red Raiders are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. He tries to take the top off. It's caught. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The lone back's got it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Longo. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle, it's West. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
Really good job by the defense, understanding 3rd down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a 4th down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the 1st down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropped.
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Going right to work up top. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab on the left side. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They had hoped to come up with explosive plays, and they used one there to set them up inside the 30, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Puts it out of the air. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
It is good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's West. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Longo. The quick out. At the 35, he's loose. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Here's the handoff. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Just feeds the running back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Trying play action. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Intercepted, and now he's out to 14. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Wants to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught, close to the marker, it's Thompson. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
The give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the defense wrestles him to the ground. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got the tight end. He'll step out of bounds at the 11. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. He's trying to get it in. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
A run for the quarterback. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. LSU delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Baton Rouge. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the SEC. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Back to throw, it's Longo. Caught near the sticks. It's Pride. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Pulls it in. It's Pride. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Red Raiders in the hurry-up. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Jackson. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Longo. Quick completion on the out route. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to your playmaker in open space.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Looking to the big tight end. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Keeps looking downfield. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to throw. It's Longo. Flips it out to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. And he is sacked as the defense adds a little emphasis to wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37th.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Thompson. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Thompson. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. Wants to throw again. Quick completion on the out. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Looking downfield, it's Longo. Throwing right. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. On the move, it's up shuffle. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Going to sling it on second down. He's got it on the run. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Longo. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got the quick pass.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period. The give to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air, it's Longo. Looking downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Here comes the option.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback making checks. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got them where you wanted them. You backed them up on third down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop them. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a third and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
All right, sense of urgency now has to go through the roof for this team. They needed their defense to come up with that turnover right there. So if you're on offense, you got to get these plays called. You got to get aggressive, take some shots, because you can now go and win this game.
Looking downfield, it's Longo. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
In this moment of the game, late, you need your quarterback to be playing his best football. This is when you need him to be the most accurate and to make the best decisions, and he has not yet completed a throw here in the fourth quarter. That is bad news for this offense.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete on the right side.
This offense is going to have to get more aggressive. Like, they can't take many more shots short down the field and not getting gains. They've got to keep their foot on the gas. They've got to take some shots, work the middle of the field, but make some big plays down a couple possessions.
He'll throw on third down. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
Dropping back, it's Longo. Looking left. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven, if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They're going to ride this running back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
He wants to change this route. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Thompson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback.
If you and me, you do this too.
to the air. It's Longo. There's the pressure. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
To the air on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, stops the clock after a short pickup of 7, and it's getting dire in terms of the clock. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. He's out of bounds. Picks up the first down. 11 seconds remain. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion. Try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Back to pass. It's Longo. He's got it. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals.